Hello and welcome uh, to my podcast after like several days. Sorry for having a discontinuation. So today we are back with my son Avek Dango, and we're gonna talk something general talks about his experience. And okay, here is Avek Dango.
I don't want to talk right now.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So Avek, so from today you are starting not from today so you started like a tabla lesson, a new one. So what do you think tabla has to do with your music and how it gonna help you?
I don't really want to talk right now.
So yeah, tell me what do you think about tabla?
It's a cool instrument, I guess. I don't really want to.
So why do you think it's a cool instrument? Why do you think why you guess it? Is it not a cool instrument?
It is a cool instrument. I don't really want to talk right now about
So
anything.
and what are the so does tabla has like a several different notes or like no?
No, it's just like hitting the tabla in different ways produces different sounds. They're the same pitch, but the different sounds part is what makes stuff interesting.
Ah, so it is like only like a few notes then. That's what you mean?
Not, I wouldn't say notes, but like different ways of hitting it.
So when you hit it, so like what is the like if for my layman man, right? So if I want to say so if you hit some uh like tabla, so which is the closest note that it hits?
It depends on what pitch the tabla is tuned to. A tabla tuned to G sharp will produce G sharp. A tabla tuned to C will produce C.
Okay, so generally what it is tuned to generally then?
Uh, I don't think there's a general thing that it's tuned to.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
if there is, I'm not aware of it.
so that means how people will so there is like this wooden block, right, to
Yeah.
tighten the diaphragm of the tabla. So so based on what they tighten that ones in what particular note or thing. So so that means if you sing any song, so you can
I'm not.
tabla can just play with G sharp for any song, or you have to tune it to different tone.
I'm pretty sure it has to be tuned to whatever key the performer is singing in.
Oh, okay. So it is based on like a performer. So like the
Yeah,
song.
I believe that's what I think. I'm not completely sure on this.
Okay.
I have to double check.
So I didn't know that one. So that means whole variation, so that is all in like a one note with a variation like a percussion.
Yeah, it's more of like a percussion instrument than like a note instrument. It's like playing the drums, for example. You don't really have different notes in the drum. You have different ways of hitting the drums. For example, a snare drum produces a different sound from bass kick drum, produces a different sound from cymbal.
Oh, okay. So that makes
But
like,
in tabla there are only two things, but you can hit the tabla in multiple ways.
and how about the drum? So you can hit drum only on certain ways only, right?
Um, there are. I'm pretty sure there are very few ways to hit a drum. I mean, I guess you could like hit it the normal way with the stick on like the drum. There's also mallets. There's also hitting the stick on the side of the drum instead of on like the diaphragm.
Ah, that's interesting. I never thought about that one. So now since we talked about the tabla with the tone, so now for the drum, right? So if someone is singing a song, right? And then that song is starting with like a C, like let's say C sharp. So do they have to tune the drum as well to the C sharp, or like they just go with whatever they had
They
it?
just go with whatever they have. The pitch is barely distinguishable for drums.
Oh, why is that?
Well, drums are. I'm not really completely sure, but percussion instruments kind of have a tendency to obscure pitches. You know how like when you talk, your um your talk your speaking has like a distinct, not really pitch, but I mean there can be low pitch or high pitch, but not distinct notes unless you're singing.
Ah, okay. So, so that means, so no matter what kind of a song, if you're a pop song, rock song, or or like a slow motive song. So drum will be always in the same percussion note, whatever that you call it, or pitch.
It basically doesn't matter what pitch the drums is in.
So that means if a person is singing a song, and that song is only with a drum and like a vocal, then the person will have a trouble singing a song because the drum will be pitching in a different pitch than the
Um,
vocal.
as I said, pitch is barely differentiable for stuff like drums.
And how about tabla?
In Tabla's case, it's a bit more differentiable because there are a few things that can produce like a specific pitch. Um, so like I'm pretty sure that the tabla has to be tuned beforehand.
So that means if a person is continuously giving like a like in your recital, right? So they were like a different group of people who were like singing, right? And there was a tabla guy, and he was playing the tabla, but then different person might be singing in a different key, right? So
I'm
why he
pre-
didn't have to tune it?
I'm pretty sure that in all like the performances there, they were singing in the same key, but I'm not completely sure. I barely remember that performance.
So okay, how about yours? So like you were singing in what key?
Um, oh wait, maybe not. I can't remember for the life of me.
So you did like a sing two song, right, in your recital?
Um, barely remember. Uh, I believe so, but I believe they were in the same key. I have to,
Rag Bilawal and what are the not
not
no
I,
Bhairav Rag, right?
yeah.
And another one, which one is another one?
Um, I believe it was Omkar Pradhan,
Okay, so Omkar Pradhan.
but I believe both of them were in A sharp.
Okay, just sing like and then see what the note is that.
Um, I'm pretty sure they were in A sharp, both of them.
So, but you sing it, but like why you are pretty sure, like is it or like sure, like it's a two different thing.
I can like sing the same thing but in a different pitch. I can like shift the entire thing up by one or down by one or up by two or
Okay, so based on like whatever you practice, can you just try and then say what pitch you are in? Just like don't think about the pitch, just sing it the way
I
you.
can't sing without thinking about a little bit about pitch.
Oh, really?
I can't because otherwise it'll completely fall apart.
Ah, okay. Like think about a pitch that you sang in like a recital. Can you try?
Um, well, I think it was A sharp, but I can't remember
Okay,
exact.
can I hear how the A sharp sounds like?
Um, like it, whatever. I don't really know how to explain.
I know, I just want to hear and just make sure, like
I don't want to talk right now.
this.
So,
No, it's so interesting. Like for me, it's like so interesting. Like and like it will be like so much educational for the person who is like a music illiterate. Like I'm music illiterate, but like I'm interested, so that's why I'm like asking you.
um, well, the pitch itself is just da, but singing just a single pitch just like that would be very very boring, obviously.
Uh huh.
So basically singing like the key of that pitch, which is basically like a group of related notes that have a sort of structure to them.
Oh, so there are like bunch of keys for that same pitch.
Like they're like a bunch of notes that kind of like go together, you know.
Oh, okay, so like a chord.
Kind I guess it's hard to describe. Um,
Uh-huh.
for example, like the aroha of Bilawal is sa re ga ma pa ga ma da da ni sa. Um, though that's multiple different pitches, but
Uh-huh.
they're all like related to A sharp, the pitch collection.
Oh, A sharp pitch collections.
Um, the pitch collection is related to A sharp.
And okay, so can you explain what is pitch and what is note? I'm so confused. So like
Um,
what's the difference between that?
a note is kind of a defined frequency.
Uh-huh.
I guess you could say it that way.
Uh-huh.
A pitch. I guess it can also be used for note, but sometimes you say low pitch and high pitch, but like the note is just not there because it's multiple overlapping frequencies and it all cancels out for the note, but the pitch is still low or high.
So pitch does not mean like a loudness.
Pitch is not loudness. They are two separate things.
So pitch is like more,
Frequency.
but again, your frequency is a note, and again, you're saying like a pitch is not a note.
Um, well,
How sharp it is, and like and how penetrating, like how like like and like So those are two different pitch
one is low pitch and one is high pitch.
in the same note.
They are not the same note though.
No, no. So like I didn't do it, but in the same note, it could be like a high pitch and low pitch.
Um, you can't exactly have that.
Okay.
I think like
So like
being low pitch is like a property of a note. Being high pitch is a property of a note.
okay. So like in piano, right? So you have like a middle C and like like a low C and high C. Are those like a different pitch or like different overtones or like notes?
Um, those those are different pitches. Um, I wouldn't say same note, but octaves of the same notes sound pretty similar. Octave is when you multiply the frequency by 2, or when you go up by exactly 12 notes on the 12 semitones on the piano.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, and octaves they are like technically different notes, but they sound very similar. They have
Uh-huh.
like,
Because it's a multiple of that frequency, right? So
yeah,
int is a multiple of a frequency.
not even just integer, power of 2 multiple.
Power of two multiple. So like first harmonic, second harmonic, third harmonics.
Um, if you multiply the frequency by like 3 though, you end up with C and then G, which is not 19 semitones higher, I believe, if I did my math correctly.
Pretty interesting. Like,
No, no, they are di- they are very distinct.
wow. So I think like I need to study this music a lot, like even though I taught the sound, but it always like it confuses me
Okay,
about the pitch.
I'm just going to like explain the piano.